Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 2. So today we are going to discuss about the analysis, decision and also linear programming topics.
Our first technique is decision analysis. Quranic verse of Surah An-Najm verse 28. وَمَا لَهُمْ بِهِ مِنْ إِنْ يَتَّبِعُونَ إِلَّا الظَّنَّ وَإِنَّ الظَّنَّ لَا يُغْنِي مِنَ الْحَقِّ شَيْئًا. It means, although they have no knowledge in support of this, they follow nothing but inherited assumption, and surely assumption can in no way replace the truth. Verse explanation why the revelation of this ayah by Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acknowledged the idolaters for calling the angels female names and claiming that they are Allah's daughters. Allah is far removed from what they ascribe to him. In other words, but they have no knowledge thereof, meaning that they have no correct knowledge testifying to their statement. What they say is all lies. And the ayah follow, they follow but conjecture, and verily conjecture is no substitute for the truth. Meaning, conjecture is of no benefit and never takes the place of truth. Concept of decision analysis. The purpose of decision analysis is to provide a systematic approach to making decisions when there is uncertainty. Simply said, there is probability. Instead of guessing like the previous verse, we use data and logical methods to support our choice. The main goal is to select the best possible alternative by evaluating different alternatives and choosing the option that gives the highest expected benefit or lowest expected loss. However, there are several constraints in decision analysis. We often deal with limited or uncertain information, and we must also consider time and budget limitation. In addition, there is always risk and variability in the outcomes. So probabilities are usually based on estimates by the experts. Finally, the focus of decision analysis is on structuring the problem clearly using tools like payoff tables or the expected value calculation. Connection of numbers to decision analysis. There is mention of ZUN and calculus. ZUN is estimate probabilities and complete information, meanwhile HAP is the absolute truth. But we have no knowledge of future to follow HAP perfectly. So Islam reminds us, as in verse before, our responsibility is to make the most rational decision within uncertainty. As example, a company wants to decide whether to open a large, medium or small store, but future market demand may be high or low as per predicting 60% chance of high demand. Using the formula of expected value, for example, for the first row, 0.6 times with 250,000 plus 0.4 times with negative 100,000, we get 110,000 in. The same with other row, and we get that the first row, the decision of the store is the best decision because the expected value is the highest. Yes, example.
Next, I'm going to explain about the connection and analysis of the verse and linear programming through Surah Al-Furqan verse 67. The main point is optimal and balanced resource allocation. The verse emphasizes the importance of moderation and balance in spending. Allah described righteous believers as those who are neither extravagant or stingy, but instead maintain a fair and balanced approach in managing their resources. This concept relates to linear programming, which focuses on finding the optimal solution when resources are limited. Linear programming is used to determine the most efficient way to allocate resources, such as money, labor, time, raw material, and production capacity. The main objective of linear programming is to achieve the best possible outcome while operating within certain constraints and avoiding waste or inefficiency. Similarly, the verse teaches that resources should be used wisely, fairly, and in moderation. This relates with the linear programming concept because both emphasize efficient resource allocation, balanced decision-making, and avoiding extreme or inefficient use of resources. For example, in a business organization, managers cannot spend excessively on one area while neglecting another important area. Using linear programming, it can help managers distribute resources properly in order to maximize productivity and minimize waste. This is similar to the Islamic teaching in the verse, which encourages moderation and responsible management. Therefore, the verse and linear programming share the same underlying principle of achieving balance, efficiency, and optimal use of limited resources through careful and rational decision-making. I am NURSYAFIQAH BINTI RAFI, metric number 2311046. Next, I am going to explain about linear programming from an Islamic perspective. The first one is Quranic verse and tafsir. This is from Surah Al-Furqan, verse 67.
وَالَّذِينَ إِذَا أَنفَقُوا لَمْ يُسْرِفُوا وَلَمْ يَقْتُرُوا وَكَانَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ قَوَامًا.
The translation of the verse is, they are those who spend neither wastefully nor stingily, but moderately in between. According to Tafsir Ibn Kathir, Muslims should avoid both extravagance and stinginess when spending. They should spend according to necessity and maintain fairness and moderation. The best action are those that are balanced and moderate, not extreme.
Linear programming concept. 1. The purpose is selecting the best possible option where resources are limited. Second, goal maximize benefit or minimizes losses within available resources. Third is constraint, limitations such as time, money, or material that restrict decisions. Fourth is the focus, emphasizes efficiency, planning, and optimal resource use. For the example, a student has 12 hours of the free time each week and needs to divide it between studying, sports, and club activity. The goal is to use the time efficiently so that each activity gets enough attention without exceeding the total hours available. Right here, we have the X, the hours of the studying, Y, hours of the sports, and Z, hours of the club's activities. The total time available is 12 hours, so the constraint is X plus Y plus Z, not more than 12. For the option 1, we have the X is the 4, Y is the 4, and Z is the 4. Total is 12 hours, but studying time is too short. For the option 2, X is the 6, Y is 4, and Z is 2. Total 12 hours, balanced and sufficient for all activities. For the option 3, X is the 5, Y is the 5, and Z is the 2. Total 12 hours, good but slightly less study time.
Okay, in conclusion, the study of decision analysis and also linear programming has shown us how important it is to make decisions in a systematic, logical, and also well-planned manner. So, through the connection between these topics and also the verse from the Quran and also Tafsir, we learn that Islam also encourages wisdom, fairness, and also critical thinking as well as proper planning in daily life. So decision analysis help individuals to evaluate different choices, risks, and also possible outcome before making a final decision. While linear programming has teach us how to optimize resources and also achieve the best possible result efficiently. By understanding this concept, we are able to improve our critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and also decision-making abilities in both academic and also real-life situations. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it from us, and thank you for watching this video.